Hi everyone, today our team Group 7 will present the analysis of VinFast electric vehicle model E34 in Vietnam EV market from 2019 to 2022. First of all, I want to make a brief introduction of VinFast branch and the VF E34. VinFast is a Vietnamese automotive brand that specializes in producing electric and gasoline powered vehicles. The, compa- the company was founded in 2017 and is a subsidiary of Vingroup, one of the largest conglomerates in Vietnam. Their first product is the model VF34. It is an electric compact SUV with a modern design and advanced features. It is powered with a 42 kWh battery pack that provides a range of up to 300 kilometers. A normal charging takes 8 hours to be full, and in fast charging, 80 minutes will add up 180 kilometers in range. It operates with the 150 kilowatt engine, have the car reach maximum 116.5 horsepower. Secondly, I want to list some determinant of supply and demand that affect BFE34. First is the determinant of demand. Is the travel range, charging speed, consumer awareness of the EV, the price of the car, and charging infrastructure. Next is the supply determinants. First is the government policies. Secondly is the competition from different manufacturers. Thirdly is the production cost, and the last one is technological advancement.
Next, we talk about the impact of VFE34 on external factors. Here are some of the external impacts that the VFE34 may have on the automotive industry and broader society. The VFE34 could contribute to reducing greenhouse gas emission and air pollution from transportation, as well as improving energy security and efficiency for Vietnam. It can also support Vietnam's effort to achieve its climate targets and obligation under the Paris Agreement. The VFE34 could have possibly positive spillover effects on other sectors of the Vietnam's economies, such as manufacturing, service, and tourism, and real estate. The success of the VF-E34 could enhance Vietnam's reputation as leader in electric vehicle technology and innovation in Southeast Asia and beyond. The VF-E34 could improve the quality of life and mobility of consumers, especially in urban areas where traffic congestion and air pollution are serious problems. The VF-E34 could also increase consumer awareness and adoption of electric vehicles, as well as foster social responsibility and environmental consciousness among consumers and society. Next, we'll talk about the cost structure. The fixed cost structure of producing the VinFast VF-E34 consists of costs that do not change with the level of output, such as research and development, capital expenditure, depreciation, and overhead. The variable cost structure of VF-E34 consists of costs that are required in the production of the vehicle, such as raw material, direct labor costs, energy costs, maintenance and repair costs, also shipping and transportation costs. About the capital structure of VF-E34. Here we are talk about the interest expense, which when the company use the lower cost of capital and is increased tax sale by using debt financing. About when the company use the equity financing, it will have to use the dividend payment. And the one that combines both financing financial, let's have balance the benefit and drawbacks. Economy of scale and scope is that's VinFast benefits from economy of scale if it can produce more units of VF-E34 using the same or less resource. And it can benefit from economic of scope if it can produce more different models of electric cars using the same platform, engine, and transmission. The market structure of VinFast VF-E34, which in electric car market in Vietnam is oligopolistic, which a small number of firms producing similar products like Hyundai, Toyota, and Honda. The level of competition is moderate to high because it's quite new and there are many places for improvement.
Next, I want to talk about the analysis of VinFast elasticity of demand. We analyze three types of elasticity in this graph: the price, the gross price, and the income. The price we analyze the impact of the price of VF-E34. The gross price is about the gasoline price, and the income is the average water income of Vietnamese people. Our conclusion is that the price of the VF E34 has no impact on the sales volume. The gross price of the gasoline price had some impact on the sale quantity of the VF E34 as when the fuel price increase. So does the sale volume. And with the last one is the average monthly income. I'm through our research, we have seen limited impacts of the income to the sale volume.
The VF-E34 electric SUV may have several competitive advantages that set it apart from other electric SUV in the market. Its unique design, advanced technology, strong performance, brand reputation, and competitive pricing may provide the vehicle with several competitive advantages in the markets. Like it has a slick and modern design and equipped with features at larger screen, wireless charging, and smart parking system. It also has a range up to 1,300 miles on a single charge and can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers in a second. And the brand is quite new, so it's already established a strong reputation in Vietnamese market. Also, the price competitive compared to other electric SUV. The assessment of advantage of VF-E34 here is at lower emission. According to US Department of Energy, it produces 600% fewer greenhouse gas emission than gasoline powered vehicle on average. The energy efficient is also quite well, as it's about 3 times more energy efficient than gasoline powered vehicle. It also produces about 1,500% less noise than conventional vehicles and can be up to 1,500% cheaper to operate than gasoline powered vehicles over their lifetime. About sustainable development, the VF-E34 can be developed in materials and production which can prioritize sustainable sourcing of materials or use eco-friendly production methods. It's also designed the VF-E34 with recyclable material, a quick recycling program for components and batteries. And the VinFast can also promote development of renewable energy source and provide more charging points for the vehicle consumer. It can also provide education and resource for owner on sustainable driving and work together to promote sustainable development.
Compare firm interaction in different market structures. We will compare VinFast at firm VF-E34 to Yada G5 electric motorcycle. In the product strategies, the VinFast at VF-E34 saw the need for fast-moving and showing safety for customer. On the other hand, Yada G5 invests a lot in increasing the range and size, launching many product lines with different price for product support or service. VF-E34 has a service workshop area, controlling and maintaining testing warranty policy. The same we can see in Yada G5. This can have warranty period, exchange and repair. Next, we compare the different macroeconomic factors related to the above case. In political side, creating circumstances that will allow VinFast to improve circulation and manufacturing process while maintaining a reliable supply chain. Besides, it also presents that VinFast could have a great foundation to make the business progress. On the social side, the reduction of travel caused the demand to buy cars to decrease, therefore causing VinFast to decrease in revenues.
Let's take a closer look at the effect of government macroeconomic policy in Vietnam on the electric vehicle market. In Vietnam, sadly, until March 2021, there isn't a specific set of policy or incentives in place to support the electric vehicle industry. However, the government has taken steps to encourage the growth of EVs as part of its larger sustainable development plan, which focus on areas such as sustainable development, climate change, green growth, and environmental protection law. There have been some notable government intervention in this market, namely, on February 11, 2020, the Vietnamese government released a document of resolutions 55/NQ/TW. This document outlined the country's national environment development strategy until the years of 2030 and beyond, which with a vision up to the year of 2045. Another important development in the Vietnamese government support for EVs is Decision 1095 QD BGTVT. This strategy aims to promote the development of environmentally friendly vehicles in Vietnam and reduce the country's dependencies on imported cars. To achieve the goal of reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 9% in 2030, that Vietnam pledged to Paris Agreement, Ho Chi Minh City was selected in January 2022 to carry out a study on the development of e-transportation. To facilitate the growth of the electric industry in Vietnam, recently the government has made some new decisions. One of these decisions is Decree of December 2022, which will start being used on March 1st, 2022. This decrease says that people who bought battery electric vehicle won't have to pay a registration fee for the first 3 years of owning it. After that, they will have to pay half of the registration fee for the next 2 years. As you can see from the figure on the right-hand side, 6-week research has reported that the electric vehicle charging infrastructure market in Vietnam has been growing rapidly with a compound annual growth rate of 97% from 2020 to 2025. Currently, most of the charging infrastructure in Vietnam is AC, mainly because of the large number of electric two-wheelers in the country. However, there is an increasing number of awareness and demand for fast charging stations, which will have a positive impact on the growth of DC charger in the coming years. Alright, now let's take a closer look at how the other factors such as inflation, unemployment rate, and interest rate have impacted this market. To your right, there's a graph that shows how inflation rate, unemployment rate, real interest rate, and electric car sales has been distributed in Vietnam from 2019 to 2021. The graph shows that there is a correlation between inflation rate and electric car sales in Vietnam. When the inflation rate dropped from around 3% to around 2% between 2019 and 2020, there was a noticeable increase in electric car sales by almost 5,000 units. This suggests that the electric car vehicle market in Vietnam might be susceptible to inflation rate fluctuations. Thus, keeping inflation under control could be one of the strategies that Vietnamese government can use to promote the adoption of electric vehicles. The figure showed that although the unemployment rate in Vietnam has increased gradually from 2019 to 2021, it didn't have a significant effect on people's desire to purchase electric vehicles. One reason for this is that during the pandemic, people save money and now they want to spend it on things they enjoy. Additionally, the government has been trying to boost the economy by reducing taxes and injecting more money into it, which has encouraged people to buy more. The graph also suggests that the real interest rate in Vietnam had an impact on electric car market. From 2019 to 2020, the real interest rate increased from about 5% to over 6%, but then it decreased to below 5% in 2021. This decrease in the interest rate benefits the electric car market. The reason because when the central bank reduced borrowing rate, it boosts consumer confidence, which allows buyers to make larger purchases with more certainty, such as buying electric vehicle. And now let's see how Vietnamese tax policy affect this market. According to decrease number 101/2021/NDCP, in November 15, 2021, companies that make car parts and accessories can import raw material and supply without paying any tax from 2020 to 2024. This table shows that the government has passed a law that gives tax incentives to companies that make electric cars and promote the use of environmentally friendly products. The tax rate for electric cars is lower than gas-powered cars, depending on the number of seats they have. There are some issues that people are worried about that prevent them from buying an EV in Vietnam, such as there are only a limited number of places to charge electric cars and implementation of charging stations is low. Also, the road traffic infrastructure, parking spot, and land fund available to arrange charging stations are inadequate, which makes it difficult for people to adopt electric cars. Besides, the company that produced the Ev34 model has announced that this model can travel up to 285 kilometers when fully charged, which takes about 8 to 10 hours. In the future, this number will increase to 300 kilometers when software is updated. However, using cars in Vietnam, where the main source of energy is thermal power, means that pollution is just being moved from where the electric cars are used to where fossil fuel power plants are located. The next problem is that producing and handling battery material requires a lot of energy, and some materials used in batteries can harm the environment. Even in developed countries, recycling lithium-ion batteries, which are commonly used in electric cars, is not common yet. Not only Vietnam, but other countries in Asia, such as Thailand and Indonesia, are also investing in electric cars. Many big companies like Mercedes, BMW, Mitsubishi Motors, and Nissan Motors are investing in this country. Indonesia goes to become a global electric vehicle manufacturing and exporting hub have attracted $15 billion investment from companies like Hyundai Motor Group and MG Energy Solutions. In Vietnam, people's income are quite low, so it's hard for them to afford cars, especially electric ones, which are more expensive than gasoline cars. Last but not least, although there are some tax incentives and state budget support for technology development, but there aren't many other policies supporting credit, investment, trade, etc. for companies in the industrial sector. To solve this issue, we have come up with some solutions. Firstly, Vietnam needs to implement incentive policies that keep up with the development of the electric and environmentally friendly car. Secondly, we can learn from other countries that have implemented a carbon dioxide-based taxation system. This type of taxation reform does not decrease the total revenue from vehicle taxation. Some countries have already implemented this, and it could be a great solution for Vietnam. Lastly, Vietnam needs to have stronger and clearer incentive policies for investment and R&D activity. This will help to innovate products and technologies, produce model electric cars that can compete with foreign products and follow this example of India. And that's the end of our presentation. Thank you for your listening.